Hey everyone, it's Ashton Breitbach, founder of Believe to Achieve team, and this was placed on my heart yesterday, and this morning just really fueled out even more fire to speak about this and everything. So, quickly, I just want to talk to you guys about something. I was listening to a video by Josh Coates. If you guys don't know who Josh Coates is, he is an amazing certified John C. Maxwell trainer, speaker, coach, but he uses his practice, he uses his certification and everything that he learns in John C. Maxwell's trainings to apply it to Beachbody coaches, which is awesome and amazing because it's not just us reading a personal development and like, okay, how can I apply this into my business? He does that for us. He's an amazing at what he does, and I'm just very blessed that he provides videos that he's done for, on calls and everything. So this one was called Recruiting Mindset, and he started hitting on this be, do, and have. And let me look at the few notes here. So most people want a better life, right? Everyone. I don't care what anybody says. Most people always want to have something more, or they want to have a better life, or they want to improve their life in some way, some shape, somehow, some form. And but what comes about is that people, this whole be, do, have, is that people want to have things, and then they talk about, well, if I was a 10-star diamond coach, then I'd be able to do all these other things and everything, and have more freedom. I'd be able to, all this other stuff, right, is what he's giving examples of. And so people want to have the things before they do the things that they need to do to become that. So anyways, what he talks about, though, is the be, do, and have, is that the be is pretty much like belief. You need to be who you want to become and live that each and every single day. Like, if I'm sitting here and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to be a 15-star diamond coach, or I'm going to be the best mom that I can be, or all this other stuff, I'm going to start to be that person that I want to be each and every single day. And what my brain is going to start to do, what I'm going to start to do, is do the things that I need to do in order to have the things that I want to have, if that makes sense. So first you need to be in order to do, in order to have. And if you want to go on to his YouTube video, go to Josh Coates and then look up Recruiting Mindset. I know he's talked about this before on other things and everything. I've done a couple of his trainings, and I highly recommend his trainings because they are, like I said, just specifically tailored to us. But if you're doing everything right, if you're like, okay, I'm doing this and this and this and this and this and this, it comes down to your belief. Then what do you truly believe? And it's not about what you believe about, you may believe in Shakeology, you may believe in the trainers and everything, you've seen what this has done, but what do you believe about yourself? I talked on my Transformation Tuesday yesterday about my self-belief, because one thing that, it still is a daily struggle, I sometimes I'm like, why am I even doing this? Or why am I even here? Or, I can't do things right. And my mind gets the best of me, and I know that that's my enemy speaking. Whatever you want to think it is, your mind, your attitude, your whatever, self-negative talk. But I had to really pull in about my self-belief and who I believed I was. And I had to turn in any negatives and turn it into a positive, like, no, you know what, I'm here for a big purpose. I'm unique. No one can tell my story. Like, it's valuable. I'm here as a valuable person to speak on my story, and nobody's going to have the same story. Even though someone may have a similar story as I do, no one's going to have the same story as I do. And no one can tell my story better than anybody else other than me. And the world needs me. And the world needs you. And it comes down to your self-belief. The very first thing. And that's why, you know what? I love our team. Our team is called Believe to Achieve. And that stuck with me because I feel that if If you want to achieve something, you need to believe first. You need to believe 100%. You need to have that belief, and you need to every single day pull into yourself about your belief before you start to do the things that will take you to what you want to have. So let me go back here. Like I said, I don't want to get talking on everything that he trains because he teaches it well. And if you want to watch it, I highly recommend that you look that up. It was published on May 17th last year. It's called Recruiting Mindset. Josh Coates, Coats. Look it up and watch that video. Get into his trainings, whatever it may be. But what I do want to talk about is that I've heard there's so many coaches in our team that are going through so many things, including myself. It's been a crazy, insane journey. And the one thing that I can tell you, the difference from those coaches that succeed from those coaches that fall is their belief, okay? When we go through hard times, I'm going to tell you right now, okay? One of the top coaches in our organization, you may or may not know her, Anita Myron, she was pregnant at the same time as I was with Christian. And I think we were about like a week apart from our due date. And if you don't know, you saw on her, maybe go to her page and read her story, but she lost the baby. And it was a crazy traumatic experience. And I don't even know what I would have done if that would have been me with Christian, And gosh, then just the light and the story that she used to share with people was so beautiful. And then all of a sudden, I remember seeing one of her posts, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's pregnant again. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a blessing, and it was so beautiful, and I was so excited for them, like here, I don't go to her page all the time, and that's why I didn't know. Well, then I saw another coach that I'm friends with post about the loss that she's like, I held my kids extra tight tonight because one of our dear friends had to sent their child to be with God, Anita and Eric. And I was like, wait. I know Anita, and I know she's married to Eric, and I know that she was pregnant. And so I went onto her page, and they went for the ultrasound, and there was no heartbeat. And I was like, instantly, like, even now I get emotional, and this isn't even my story. To have this happen again to her, just, I couldn't imagine. But you know what? The one thing that I do know is that no matter what Anita goes through, and she's been through depression, she's been through so many other things, she's going to bounce back. She's going to go through her emotions, but she's going to use this story to inspire others. She's going to use everything that she's going through to push for good. And that's what makes a great coach. They don't stop when adversity comes. They don't stop when a mountain comes in their way. They tell that mountain to move. And you know what? In the Bible, it says if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can cast a mountain to move out of your path. If you have that faith, the size of a mustard seed. You know how big a mustard seed is? It's like itty, like it's itty, really small. Okay, really, 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 really itty bitty tiny. And if you have faith that big, you can cast mountains in your life to move. It's in Matthew, oh gosh, test my Bible knowledge here. Matthew, I think 16, Matthew 15. It's right in that area, okay? I don't know the specific scripture, but it's in Matthew like 15, 16, or 17, something like that. And that's what makes great coaches is their belief, their self-belief in themselves. They believe before they even start to do the things. And when they believe in everything that they have inside of them, and when they know that no matter what comes up, that they're going to push through this, and they'll go through their emotions, but they're going to push through it. They're going to make something happen because they already believe that they're going to do that stuff. And then they do the things that they need to in order to have the things that they have set placed on their heart, that they feel like they deserve for their family, that they feel like they want to accomplish in their life, the things that they want to have and everything. They make it happen because they first believe in themselves. So let me ask you this. All of you guys that are going through situations, I know each and every single one of you are going through things in your life right now. What are you going to do with it in your life? Are you going to let it overtake you? You're going to say, you know what, I'm just really going through a hard time right now. I can't. No. You're wasting your own precious time. You're wasting your family's time. You're wasting your dreams and your life away by letting a situation, by letting a mountain stop you in your tracks, or letting it actually even take over your life. Believe that you have the power to move that mountain. Believe that you can do anything, even when you're going through rough circumstances. And when you start to believe that, you will do the things that you need to do in order to have the things that you want to have. Some of you guys know what I'm going through right now myself and everything. Some of you don't. But guess what? I'm not letting that stop me. I believe that no matter what, God has my back. And I believe that no matter what, I'm going to use this to fuel me. And I'm going to use it to fuel me to build this business, to help other people accomplish their goals. And even, you know what? I'm going to use my story to help prevent what I'm going through for other people. That's how we use our stories. That's how powerful our story is, and no one can tell it better than you. But you can't let things get in your way. So whatever it is that you're going through right now, I challenge you to write it down, and I challenge you to have that faith and that belief that no matter what mountain is in your path, you're going to flip and climb it up it right now, or you're going to move it out of the way, and you're going to strive to push forward instead of letting it stop you or push you back. Don't let that happen. Believe so much in your heart that you're going to achieve the things that you have set in place for 2017. Don't let anything take that away.